Good evening, and welcome to Sportsline Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and I am broadcasting live from beautiful, sunny, man, it's hot out there, Cap, Las Vegas, Nevada, the sports and gaming capital of the United States of America. And you are listening to this program right here on 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we got a decent show planned for you today. Like they always like to tell it straight. Always like to tell it straight. It's gonna be kind of iffy till the start of football season. Preseason and all that, and then the start of the college football season, and the NFL goes to the regular season. So it's gonna be kind of tight for the next 10 weeks or so. We'll have, like you said, we'll have some football to talk about in early August with the preseason games. We got a little College World Series baseball that we can talk about because, of course, LSU made it into the Final Eight, and I got the odds for the Tigers to win it all, and I got all of the first game odds. To my surprise, LSU is not one of the bigger favorites on the board. So we definitely got that to talk about, which is good because, like I said, there's no more NBA. The Golden State Warriors, they proved that they're the best, man. There's no doubt about it. The Golden State Warriors are the best. They're going to be the favorite to win it all again next year. And all this talk about LeBron James and a super team forming in Los Angeles and this and that, the other thing. I don't know, Cap. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see because, it's Golden State. They're pretty good. You got to give them credit, man. You go, they're 16-1 in the playoffs. You win 34, 35 out of your last 36, 37 games. It was something like 30-something in two their last however many games. It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Even after they had everything wrapped up, home court advantage in the Western Conference and all of this good stuff, they still kept on winning. And then, of course, once they got to the playoffs, it just never stopped. How can you be a 8, 9, 10-point favorite on the other team's home court? You're on the road. You're laying 10 to the Utah Jazz. You're laying 10 to the Portland Trailblazers. In Game 4 of the NBA Finals, you're laying 6 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, for crying out loud. So this Golden State, they're going to be tough, man. They're going to be tough. I don't know what the NBA is going to do because pro basketball is going to suck now. We already know who's going to win the title. It's either going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Golden State Warriors. I guess you could make an argument. You could make an argument for the San Antonio Spurs, what might have happened if Kawhi Leonard wouldn't have got hurt. So, you can make an argument for them. But, outside of those three teams, I don't see it. Even if Gordon Hayward from Utah, from the Jazz, goes to the Boston Celtics, I don't even think that's going to make the Boston Celtics that good. They might give Cleveland a little bit of a game. But, the Cavaliers, they're loaded too. So, I don't know. The NBA season might be kind of boring. The NFL coming up, you don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl. You got an idea, considering Tom Brady's won 5 of them, and he's been in 7 of them in the last however many years. You got an idea, but, any team can go to the Super Bowl. Look at Major League Baseball right now. It's totally up for grabs. It's up for grabs. You got teams that are playing great baseball, like the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Colorado Rockies. It's up for grabs. The NBA, it ain't up for grabs, man. There's only 2 teams, 2, maybe 3 teams that can win it all. So no more basketball. We're talking about no more horse racing. We didn't do that bad. We didn't make any money in the Kentucky Derby, but we actually made a profit in the Preakness, and we actually made a profit in the Belmont. Patch paid $650 to show. So we bet across the board, You didn't make much, don't get me wrong. You made about 8-9% on your investment, but hey, it's better than throwing a ticket in the garbage. Now, I'll be the first guy to admit I should have had the trifecta. I could have easily had the superfecta, the exact and all that. How I throw out Todd Fletcher's other horse, I mean, that was pretty stupid. I gotta give myself credit, man. I mean, he's riding the hottest jockey at Belmont Park, and of course, he's the hottest trainer in the world, and I throw one of his horses out and he runs first and third. Patch ran a good race, but just wasn't meant to be, Cap. Wasn't meant to be. So we don't have any more horse racing to talk about. So like I said, we get about a week of talking LSU baseball, some Tiger baseball, and then, boy, I tell you, it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind, Cap. It's going to be a grind. So, all right, let's get the show started today because I definitely got some information that I want to go ahead and pass along to everybody. But as always, before we start the program, I just want to quickly remind everybody that the following information is to be used as news material only and is not intended to violate any state, federal, or local laws. All right, LSU, depending on where you look, is either the favorite or the second choice to win the College World Series. The Tigers are either the favorite or the second choice. Like, for example, here's one place, the Greek. They got Oregon State plus 285, just a tad bit under 3-1, which is what the Tigers are. LSU's at 3-1. So you can almost say that they're co-favorites. Oregon State plus 285, which means you bet $100 on Oregon State. Oregon State wins it all. You get back $385. You get the $100 that you put up plus $285 in profit. LSU's 3-1. Put up $100. LSU wins it all. The bookie gives you back $400. He gives you $100 back that you put up. Because if you bet with a bookie, you don't put the money up. But if you bet out here in Las Vegas like I do, you put the money up, you put the $100 up, you give it to the ticket writer. He gives you a ticket that says you got LSU at 3-1, and then gives you a couple of drink tickets on top of it, Cap. Don't ever, man, believe me, if you're not drinking, you're not winning here, Cap. I'm telling you right now. If you're betting sports, remember, you got to win 52.4% of your games to break even when betting football and basketball. Baseball's a little different because you lay odds in each game, minus $1.30, minus $1.50, minus $2.50. You never know what it's going to be. Whereas in football and basketball, it's always a point spread and a minus $1.10 attached to it. But I can tell you, man, you could really set the equalizer by getting some free drink tickets because, man, I tell you, beer in Vegas, it's expensive. Yep, the days of the dollar beer, the dollar Heineken, the dollar Corona, the dollar this, that's all with, man. Believe me, dollar, you better have a 10. $1. It ain't nothing for $1 no more, Cap. Yep, the dollar days are over, man. The 99-cent graveyard special, you can forget about that. You're lucky to find something to eat for under $20 after midnight in Las Vegas. It's definitely a lot different, man. I can tell you, it's definitely a lot different than what it used to be. So, Oregon State plus 285, LSU 3-1. Then you got Louisville. They check in at 4-1. The Louisville Cardinals 4-1. The Florida Gators are 6-1. Florida State, the Seminoles, are 6.5-1. At 8-1, you got Cal State, Fullerton, and TCU. And the longest shot on the board at the Greek is Texas A&M. The Aggies check in at 12-1. Now, over at Sportsbook, they got a little different. They got LSU at plus 225. They got LSU the big favorite. They got LSU the favorite at plus 225. For your $100 here, you bet $100 LSU wins it all. They only give you back 3 1/4. The $100 that you bet and the 225 that you win. So that's why you got to do your shopping. That's a $75 difference from one bookmaker to the next. But at Sportsbook, LSU's the favorite, plus 225. Oregon State is second choice at plus 275. You got Louisville, they check in at 3.5 to 1, plus 350. TCU, the Horned Frogs, they're 5 to 1. Florida and Florida State, the Gators and the Seminoles, both 7.5 to 1. Cal State Fullerton is 14 to 1 at Sportsbook, and Texas A&M, the Aggies, they're also 14 to 1. So, for example, let's say you think Cal State Fullerton's going to win it all. You think Cal State Fullerton's going to win it all? I mean, why would you take 8 to 1 when you can get 14 to 1? You got to be able to do your shopping, Cap. You got to be able to do your shopping. You always want to make sure you got multiple outs, multiple places to get down at. That's one thing the MeatMan can help you out on. Man, I tell you, you ever have any questions about any of this stuff, give me a call. I got my new phone number the other day, 1-833-MeatMan. How you like that, Cap? Got my own phone number now, 1-833-MEATMAN. That's right. They opened up a new toll-free number. And you know they got toll-free 800, then they had 888, then 877, 866, 855, 844. Now we're down to the 833s. And everything 1-800, 1-888, 1-877, 1-866, 1-855, 1-844, MeatMan, we're all taken by the same company. The same company has all of those numbers, and I figured, well, I got no shot to get 1-833 MeatMan, but I got it, Cap. I got it. Going to church pays off, man. You never know when a miracle's going to happen. I didn't think I had any chance. I didn't think I had any shot, man, but I got it. So it's an easy number to remember. No matter where you're at, you're at the ball game, you're in deep trouble. You're anywhere in the continental United States of America and Canada. You can give me a call toll free, 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-MEATMAN. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a break. Let's knock out a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, I'm going to give you the odds, the lines on all 4 college baseball World Series games coming up, including the line on the LSU Tigers Florida State Seminoles matchup. So don't touch that down, Cap. We still got a lot of things to cover in the next 45 minutes or so. You're listening to Sportsline Radio with Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. And you're doing it right here, Cap, on 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. Did it bounce out a couple of times? No? All right. Good. Because it kind of looked like you were moving a little slow during there. So, because I look at your picture, like, for example, you just jumped. The picture just jumped. No, that's all I need to hear. It's all I need to hear. Believe me, it's all I need to hear. Yeah, well, you never know. Hopefully somebody will see it one day. You never know. I mean, sooner or later, I tell people this all the time, they're going to run out of people to put on TV. They'll put any clown on television now. Sooner or later, they're going to run out of people, and have somebody maybe give me a call, and you never know. You never know. You got to get up every day and hope. If not, there's no point getting up. All right, well, I agree with that. I agree with that statement. What are you doing Sunday for Father's Day? All right. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I'm broadcasting live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the sports and gaming capital of the United States of America. And you're listening to this program right here on 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio in Baton Rouge. And we do this every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. And we just kind of get loose on Friday. That's what basically happens. All the rules, all the stuff. We just kind of, we do whatever we want. We do our thing. We do our thing. And I'm telling you, we're gonna have a big show coming up for football season. Yep. But basically what we did was we started it last year at the end of football season. And we'd see how it went, and if it went okay, we just kind of keep it going, and hopefully we're going to get to keep it going because, man, I tell you, once again, a Friday afternoon talking pro and college football games against the spread. I mean, boy, I tell you, man, am I looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So make sure, once again, if, over the next couple of weeks, you find the topics might get a little boring on Sportsline, make sure you check back in the middle of August, the end of August, the first week of September, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. every Friday, right here on 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. I do a program called Sportsline. And it's dedicated to all the point spreads, all the numbers, picking games against the spread. And most importantly, trying to get in that no good, dirty, filthy bookie's wallet. You know that no good SOB that talks behind your back, calls your names like donator, loser. Yeah, I hear you, Cap. I hear you, Cap. We're going to get in this wallet this football season. I can tell you right now, brother. There's no doubt about it. We're going to go in that no good stinking SOB's wallet this football season. So set your calendars, Cap, every Friday during football season, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sportsline Radio Central Time, 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio in Baton Rouge. All right, LSU the Tigers. They're going to play on Saturday. They're going to play on Saturday night, Game 2 against the Florida State Seminoles right now. The LSU Tigers are minus $1.65. The Florida State Seminoles coming back plus $1.45. The over-under is 10. Minus $1.10 on both sides. So if you think the LSU Tigers are going to beat the Florida State Seminoles in their first game, that first College World Series game, it's the second game of the College World Series on Saturday, the first game for both teams. If you think LSU is going to beat Florida State, you got to lay $1.65 to win $1. You got to bet $16.50 to win 10. You got to bet $1.65 to win 100. You got to bet $495 to win 300. If you like LSU. Now, if you like the dog, you like Florida State, plus $1.45 on the Seminoles, you got to bet $100 to win 145. If you think the Florida State Seminoles can pull the upset on the LSU Tigers, I can tell you right now, LSU, that's not a big favorite. Minus $1.65 for the Tigers. That's not a big favorite, I can tell you right now. In LSU's first game of the Baton Rouge Regional against Texas Southern, LSU was minus 8.5 runs, minus $1.65. Same price, minus $1.65, but they had to lay 8.5 runs, and of course, what they win by, they won by 8 runs. Yeah, sometimes these bookies, they know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing there, man. No doubt about it. But here, LSU minus $1.65. Florida State coming back plus $1.45. The total is 10. Minus $1.10 on both sides. So, all right, well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, my money's going to be on LSU, on the Tigers right now. My money's going to be on the LSU Tigers. Probably bet the whole 165 to win 100. Bet 165 to win 100. I might put some money. I might have to bet and put some money on LSU to win it all. I might do that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do 100%. Because the first game isn't until tomorrow, Saturday. So I got a little time to think about this. But I know I'm betting LSU in the first game. No doubt about it. I'm going to bet the LSU Tigers in their first game. Now, the first game of the day in the College World Series is Cal State Fullerton against Oregon State. Oregon State is minus 240. Cal State Fullerton coming back plus $2. The over-under is 7. 7 runs. In the LSU Florida State game, it's expected to be a high-scoring game. The over-under is 10. In the Cal State Fullerton Oregon State game, the over-under is just 7. Over 7 minus $1.05. Under 7 minus $1.15. Now, Oregon State, they're minus 240. What does that mean? You got to bet $240 to win 100. If you think Oregon State is going to beat Cal State Fullerton, $24 to win 10. $240 to win 100. You got to bet $720 to win $300. If Oregon State, you want to bet Oregon State to beat Cal State Fullerton. Now, Cal State Fullerton, they're a 2-to-1 underdog. Every $10 you bet, you get back $20 plus your $10. You put up a 10, Cal State Fullerton beats Oregon State, you get back $30. You put up $100, Cal State Fullerton beats Oregon State, you get back $300. And you put up the same money that the same $300 on Cal State Fullerton, you get back $700, $600 in winnings, and actually, well, you get back $900. You get back your original $300 bet plus $600 in winnings at 2-to-1. So I mean, man, I tell you, see, that's the thing. I was listening to my man Christ and TK doing Pelican Sports Radio in the last hour, and he was talking about LSU was a big favorite. Well, they're a big favorite, minus $1.65, but big is minus 240, like Oregon State is. I mean, Oregon State, once again, they're laying 240, $24 to win 10, whereas on LSU, you only got to bet $16.50 to win 10, $165 to win 100, or Oregon State, $240 to win 100. So even though LSU is either the favorite to win it all or second choice to win it all, not that big of a favorite. In that first game they're going to play in the College World Series, the second game on Saturday. All right, we got to take another break. I'm looking at the clock, and we got to take the bottom of the hour commercial break. When we come out of the break, I'm going to give you the line on the 2 Sunday games. You got the Texas A&M Aggies against the Louisville Cardinals, and you got the TCU Horned Frogs against the Florida Gators. So I got those two games, a point spread, the over-under, the total on those two games. So don't touch it down, Cap. We still got a lot of stuff to cover in the next 30 minutes or so. You're listening to Sportsline Radio with Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and you're doing it right here, Cap, on 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. Yeah, we'll be taking a lot of breaks for the next 2 months. And then when football season comes, we might not take too many breaks unless we got some sponsors, but he sent me an email, and I'm pretty sure I can do it. He wants me to do the next Friday and the Friday after that, right? Why don't you call me back? Call me back. Oh, yeah, you know what? Can you hear me? Can you call me back? It's starting to break up a little bit. Call me right back. All right. Yeah, I coughed. I turned the mic off when I coughed, so you didn't have to hear that. All right. All right. Can you hear me? All right. All right. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, broadcasting live from the sports and gaming capital of the United States of America. That's Las Vegas, brother. Las Vegas, Nevada. To this day, I can't figure out why we don't have sports betting in more than just Nevada. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But, you never know, man. You never know. The leagues are starting to realize that they get a lot of fans from people betting on this stuff. The NBA and the NHL and Major League Baseball, they're starting to get the message. The NFL, man, not so much. College football, maybe not so much. But, man, I can't even tell you how many times I've sat there and watched a game that I would never be watching if I didn't have any money on it. Well, you're sitting there and you're watching a basketball game where you have a team plus 23 and a half, and they're down 22 with 3 minutes to go in the game, and you know they're going to lose the game outright, but what about the point spread? So, I don't know, maybe one of these days. I mean, personally, I didn't think I'd ever live to see the day when we got legalized marijuana. I mean, in 2 weeks out here in Las Vegas, you're going to be able to go into the store and buy dope, buy weed. You can call it whatever you want, cannabis. You can call it medicine. You can call it whatever you want. But, man, I tell you, believe me, this ain't the weed that, me and the guys smoked when we were growing up. I mean, this stuff is super high potent. And then, of course, they put it in food and gummy bears and brownies and this and that and the other thing. And I mean, man, I tell you, Las Vegas, me and my friends, we argue about it out here all the time. I think it's going to be a disaster out here. I think people are going to start coming in from everywhere that want to live here. You're going to be able to bet sports. You're going to be able to smoke weed. You're going to be able to, God knows what. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? And I think you're going to get just as many people that want to come to Las Vegas just they go to the weed shops. And the heck with the gambling. I'm going to watch Britney Spears. I'm going to go watch one of these entertainment deals and go buy me some marijuana and chill. And, boy, I tell you, I've said it before, I say it again. I wish Mississippi would legalize sports betting in all those casinos they have on the coast, man. I'd move back down to Mississippi, even though I'm from New Orleans, but I would move to Mississippi in a heartbeat. Get me a little place right there on the water, somewhere around Gulfport or Pass Christian or something like that. And, boy, I tell you, just go to the casinos. They got about 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 casinos right there on the beach. Right there on the beach, man. And it'd be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. You know, maybe one of these days, you never know. You never know. All right, we're going over all of the odds on all the baseball games, the College World Series baseball games. As we did the 2 on Saturday, LSU's minus $1.65 against Florida State. So the Tigers, you got to bet $16.50 to win 10. The Seminoles 10 to win $14.50. The over-under on the LSU Florida State game is 10. So just a quick recap on that. Now, the 2 games on Sunday, you got the Texas A&M Aggies and the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville's minus 240, another big favorite, like I was explaining in the last segment. LSU's only a minus $1.65 to win their game against Florida State. You got to bet $16.50 on LSU. If you want Louisville tomorrow, or Sunday, I should say, you want the Louisville Cardinals on Sunday against the Texas A&M Aggies, you got to lay $24 to win 10. Not $16.50 to win 10, like you got to do with LSU. You got to bet $24 to win 10. You got to bet $480 to win 200. LSU, you got to bet $330 to win 200. See, Louisville's a big favorite, minus 240. Texas A&M coming back plus $2. They're a 2-to-1 underdog. Pretty much this is the same line as the Oregon State, Cal State Fullerton game. Oregon State was minus 240. Cal State Fullerton coming back plus $2. Pretty much the same thing here. Louisville's minus 240. Texas A&M coming back plus $2. The over-under 8.5. Minus $1.10 on both sides. TCU, the Horned Frogs, and Florida, the Gators. That's your second game on Sunday. Florida is minus $1.50. You got to bet $15 to win 10 on the Florida Gators. TCU coming back plus $1.30. $10 to win 13, $100 to win 130. The over-under on the game is 9. Over 9, under 9, minus $1.10 on both sides. So, the 2 biggest favorites in round 1 Oregon State minus 240 over Cal State Fullerton, and Louisville minus 240 against Texas A&M. And then the two games that, according to the odds makers, are going to be a little bit more competitive. Obviously, the LSU Florida State game and the Florida TCU game. Like I said, LSU, you got to bet 165 to win 100, 1650 to win 10. Florida, 150 to win 100, $15 to win 10. So those are going to be the more competitive games based on what the odds makers think. LSU does have the biggest over-under out of all the games. They're sitting at 10. Florida State, LSU, the over-under is sitting at 10. The Cal State Fullerton Oregon State game, remember the over-under there is just 7. Texas A&M Louisville, the over-under there is 8.5. And the TCU Florida game, the over-under right there is a 9. So, man, I tell you, this LSU game, odds makers are thinking it's going to be kind of competitive and high scoring. High scoring. The over-under is 10, so 5-5. I believe it. The other game, once again, can you imagine the total once again? Cal State Fullerton and Oregon State, 7. That's low, man, 7. That's low. That's not even one run an inning. That's a 4-3 game right there. That's 4-3. Do you bet over the total in the LSU game or under the total? LSU's been hot with the bats since the 8th inning against Mississippi State. Man, that had disaster written all over it. 3-0, bottom of the 8th. You're playing a team that you just swept in their stadium not that long ago. They're looking for revenge, and through 7 innings, you got nothing. Nathan. The Tigers put up the 4th spot in the bottom of the 8th. They won the game 4-3, and bats woke up the next day as LSU won the game pretty easily. So LSU's probably scored well over 10 runs the last 10 innings of baseball. But they showed they can go 7 innings of baseball and not put up any runs. So, what LSU team is going to show up? The one that showed up in game 1 against Mississippi State didn't have no runs through 7 innings, or the LSU team that scored enough runs in the 8th inning in game 1 where they didn't have to bat in the 9th. And then, of course, went on to roll Mississippi State the next day. I think the one with the bats are going to show up. I like LSU, man. I like LSU right here. I like everything about LSU in this tournament. I like the fact that they've been there before. They've won the championship before many times. They got a good team. They got a hot team. LSU's hot right now. They hot. They playing the best baseball right now pretty much in the whole country. And maybe a little LSU minus $1.65 and over 10. I like that bet. And then hopefully LSU just blows them out. Hopefully the Tigers just blow out Florida State. They're better than Florida State. The bottom line is they're better than Florida State. They're better than the Seminoles. And like I said, they're hot right now. They're hot. So there you go, man. There you go. I gave you the odds to win it all. LSU's the favorite in some spots. Oregon State's the favorite in other spots. The bottom line, I don't think you should take anything less than 3-1 on LSU to win it all. I think if you can get LSU, you get the Tigers at 3-1 to win the College World Series, I think you got something. I think you got something right there. The one place sports book, they had them at plus 225, 2.25 to 1 to win it all. That might be a little light. But the 3-1, I think, is a square price on the LSU Tigers, and I think they're going to take it. And this game 1, I'm going to be betting that one also. Now, of course, if you need any information on betting any of these college baseball or World Series games, you want to give me a call, and I made it as easily as humanly possible. 1-833-MEATMAN. 1-833-MEATMAN. Yep. I figured, what the heck? Take the plunge, brother. Take the plunge. Just pay the money and get the phone number. And that's what I did. Yep. 1-800-MEATMAN taken. 1-888-MEATMAN taken. 1-877-MEATMAN taken. 1-866-1855. 1-844 all taken. Yep, but they just opened up a new toll-free number, 1-833, and I said, why not? Let me go ahead and get it. So you don't even have to write the number down. I mean, you got it now. 1-833-MEATMAN. 1-833-MEATMAN. Give me a call anytime. Anytime. We can talk the College World Series. We can talk Major League Baseball. I mean, you name it. If you can bet on it, we can talk about it. All right, don't touch that down, Cap. We got to take one more commercial break. When we come back, I got the current odds on that Floyd Mayweather Jr. Conor McGregor fight. Obviously, they had odds out on the fight when it really wasn't a fight. But now that they're going to fight, now that the contract has been signed, there's been a huge move from what the original line was to what it is now. I'll talk a little Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Also got two props on Drew Brees that I want to talk about. His over-under TD passes for the upcoming season and his over-under for yards thrown this football season. So got a lot of stuff to cover in the final 15 minutes or so. So don't touch that down. Cap, you're listening to Sports Line Radio with Dave the MeatMan Scandaliato, and you're doing it right here on 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. It hasn't broke up the whole time. I'm amazed by that. All right. Believe me, nobody's happier than me. Believe me when I tell you that. No, I'm just doing it on a wireless. Just doing a wireless internet connection. I've gotten lucky so far. I don't know why. Once again, you move 1,500 miles away from where you're doing it. I was 90 miles away and it worked like crap. And you go 1,500 miles away and it works just fine. Oh yeah. Yes. I'm at my friend's house. Yeah, I'm at my buddy's house, and I'm just on his wireless internet. I don't know. Whoever invented this is a genius. That's all I got to say. Whoever invented all this crap is a pretty smart guy. I'll be the first guy to admit it. He's smarter than me, and that's the bottom line. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. And every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, we get together right here on the radio, brother, on the AM radio. Remember that? Remember the AM radio? That's where we're all getting together, like a secret meeting. It's like a Gamblers Anonymous meeting in reverse. That's what it is. Instead of encouraging people not to gamble, we're talking about gambling. We're trying to make money. Man. We're trying to get that no good, filthy piece of garbage bookie's wallet. Yep, I love when my guy brings me that envelope, man. I tell you, I got to hear about all his problems with the kids, with the wife. Oh, man, I mean, you talk about a sob story, but when I'm paying him, life is great, man. His kids are doing well. Him and his wife are having more sex than ever. I mean, you name it, man. When he's picking up the money from me, this guy is as happy as the day is long. And when the meat man's collecting, it is woe as me. Cry me a river, man. Get the violin out, start playing, man. I tell you, I mean, wow. Wow, I'm going to take his money this weekend, Cap, with this College World Series. He'll have a policy next year, no college baseball. He'll have some BS like that after LSU rolls. I'm just going to bet LSU every game. I'm going to pound this clown like my prom date back in 1987. How many years ago was that? 30 years ago, man. How you like that? 30 years ago, the meat man was graduating from high school to become who he is today. And I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm going to keep that to myself. The man that I am today. I'll keep that to myself. Now, let's talk a little bit about Drew Brees. They got more pictures of Drew Brees in my mother and dad's house than they have of me. Can you believe that? Isn't that sad? They got more pictures of Drew Brees in my parents' house than they have of their own son, their own kid. Drew Brees, baby. Drew Brees. His over-under TD passes for the 2017 NFL season, over-under 34.5. 34.5. Is Drew Brees going to average? He's got to average about 2.2 touchdown passes per game. If he throws 2 a game, that's 32. He'd have to average about 2.3 touchdowns per game. Minus $1.50 on the over, plus $1.20 on the under. Wow. The bookie's expecting Drew Brees to throw over 34.5 touchdown passes because you got to lay $1.50 to get it, as opposed to $1.20 on the underdog. Now, of course, he gets hurt, and it's going under the total, but, man, he might have a career year. This is it, man. This is it for the Saints. Do or die, man. Everybody goes. If we don't have a winning season this year, we're getting rid of the coach, the general manager, the quarterback, the running back. We getting rid of the whole thing, Cap. I mean, you can't have 4 losing seasons in a row. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable to have 4 losing seasons, even though they weren't bad losing seasons. 7-9, 7-9, 7-9. It's still a losing season. It's still a losing season. Drew Brees over-under passing yards, 5,000. 5,000. If it lands on 5,000 exactly, it's a push. It's a tie. Wouldn't that be something? You make this bet. You tie your money up for months and months and months and months. And on a meaningless 4th down play in the last game of the season, he throws in a little flare. Guy catches it for 13 yards, and it lands right on 5,000 yards. And you get a tie. Over under 5,000 yards. That's a lot of yards, man. That's a lot of yards. The bookies are expecting Drew Brees to have a big year. I mean, think about this. Aaron Rodgers, his over-under passing yards, 4,350. So they're expecting Drew Brees to throw 650 more yards than Aaron Rodgers this football season. That's like 40 yards a game. 650, 16 times 40, that's 640. They say Drew Brees is going to throw 40 yards per game more than Aaron Rodgers, the bookie. But that's a big number to get to, 5,000. 5,000. Will Drew Brees throw for over 5,000 yards or not? Over 5,000 minus $1.25. Under 5,000 minus $1.05. Wow. I can't wait for football season. I can't wait for football season so we can talk more about this stuff. It's a little early to talk about it, but they just put that number out. So I figured it'd be kind of interesting to talk about it. Now, speaking of just putting the number out, for months and months and months and months and months, we've been hearing about Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. fighting, and they had odds up there. Floyd Mayweather was at one point, he was minus like 1,300. He had to bet like 1,300 to win 100 on Floyd Mayweather and like 100 to win 900 on a McGregor. And it was more like one of these things where the sportsbook just kind of put it up there just so it could be on the board. The tourists could walk by and they could get on the news and this. And nobody ever really thought that the fight was going to happen. Well, it's happening, Cap. They signed the deal. And these two fine men are going to fight on August the 26th. August the 26th at the T-Mobile Arena right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Cap. Wow. Right now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. minus 732. You got to bet $732 to win 100 if you think Floyd Mayweather is going to win the fight. Basically, you got to bet $730 to win 100 if you like Floyd Mayweather. Conor McGregor, the official line at Bookmaker, he's a 5-1 underdog, plus 494. 6 cents away from a 5-1 underdog. You think Conor McGregor is going to be able to go out there and outbox arguably the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the history of the boxing ring? You get 5-1 odds on that. Now, if this is a UFC fight or a street fight or whatever, I don't know, I'd have to probably go with McGregor. But they're boxing. So this is going to be a lot different. McGregor just can't knee Mayweather in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? He just can't do that, man. That's illegal. He can't headbutt him. He can't do all the stuff that you can do in one of those cage fights. There's going to be boxing rules, and there's going to be a lot of money made, so I'm expecting there's going to be a lot of etiquette out there. I don't think McGregor is going to do anything stupid, especially with the amount of money that this thing is going to generate. They're saying that the handle, it's going to be monstrous. It's going to be monstrous. So on August the 26th, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the super welterweight, it's a 12-round fight, the T-Mobile Arena, the deal has been signed. Floyd Mayweather minus 730, Conor McGregor plus 500. You got to bet 730 to win 100 on Floyd Mayweather Jr., $100 to win 500 on Conor McGregor. The total on the fight is 9.5 rounds. Under 9.5 rounds, minus $1.70. Over 9.5 rounds, plus $1.45. So obviously the odds makers are thinking that this thing's never going to go to distance. And 9.5 under minus $1.70. That's a pretty big favorite for under the total. So I don't know, man. We'll talk more about this in the coming days. I might have to call Christ on his Pelican Sports Radio program and ask him about this and just be a caller because he probably knows more about the fight game more than me. I don't know much about the fight game. But I do know this thing's going to draw a lot of attention. It's going to draw a lot of attention, and we'll see. Right now, man, I tell you, it's hard for me to bet $732 to win 100. But it'd be hard for me to believe that Conor McGregor could beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a boxing match. Once again, they're in the cage, they're in the octagon, there's no doubt about it. I'd take 5-1 on McGregor all day long, Cap. But put the gloves on, put a mouthpiece in, make some rules. no kneeing, no kicking, no this, no that, and gives a big advantage to Floyd Mayweather. All right, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. Now, don't forget, I got a new phone number. 1-833-MEATMAN. 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 You want to talk to the Meatman about boxing, the upcoming football season, Major League Baseball, you name it. If it involves wagering on sports, I am here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the time of year where you pad the bankroll. This is the time of the year where I know a lot of people don't like betting baseball, but ask yourself this question. You like money? You like money? You like money? We all like money. We all like money. Some of us like it a little more than others. They're greedy people, and the man upstairs, he's gonna take care of them when the day comes. But we all need a little pocket money. We all need a few extra dollars here and there to maybe get a couple of things done that maybe we wouldn't have been able to get done before. That's how I look at baseball. This is a time where you can make money. And you want to bet some baseball? You want to talk about how to make some money betting baseball? Give me a call. 1-833-MEATMAN. 1-833-MEATMAN. And, of course, if you plan on betting the College World Series, you need the lines, you need any information, 1-833-MEATMAN. You're going to talk directly with me, Dave Scandaliato. 1-833-MEATMAN. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. I want to thank my man Don back in the studio. No glitches, no nothing, man. I tell you, it gets better and better every week. I cannot wait for football season, which is right around the corner. As always, I want to thank my man TK, Tommy Chrysan, for helping me get the spot here to do the program. And, of course, I want to thank Alan, the owner of Pelican Sports TV, for giving me the opportunity to host and do Sportsline Radio. Remember to bet with your head, not over it. Money management is the key to turning a profit, doing all this stuff. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I'll see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline. All right, man, enjoy your Father's Day. And don't get too much loving. I'm sorry to hear that. 40 years. All right, the 1 year from 40 years. The loving stopped a long time ago, huh? I know. I'm just playing. I will talk to you next week. Hopefully I'll see you Friday for the 2 hours. And no, he didn't. No, he sent me an email and said he was going to be out for 2 Fridays, but he didn't get into much more than that. They're doing some changes around here. They're having some change. You got it. I'll talk to you next week. Bye. All right. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. I want to thank everybody who tuned into the live broadcast on 9:10 a.m. WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge. And, of course, you can always watch the show on YouTube, the rebroadcast of the program, a couple of hours after it ends. I get it uploaded, and it's be up there for everybody to see. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, you can always listen live to the show on PelicanSportsTV.com, PelicanSportsTV.com. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. Don't forget my new phone number, 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-MEATMAN. And I will see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline.